Good morning. So here we are, going to show you some of my orchids that are blooming today, and probably the tree that got hacked, so you couldn't see why I was so upset. So this is an experiment. It's not going to be perfect, and you can hear I've got chickens around here as well. So this is one of my Home Depot Phalaenopsis. It is huge. I had cut its flower spike off so that it would grow roots in the basket, and it is just massive, and it's so pretty. See? It's really quite lovely. It's doing so well. I am very pleased. Taking the purple one out so you could see the extent of its flower spray. Now here's another one. It's smaller, the blooms are smaller than the purple one, but this is also a Home Depot, and it's just got these lovely, lovely little sprays that's really tight and pretty, and it's doing super well. And then my friend Alfonso brought this for me yesterday, or rather last night. Isn't it beautiful? It is really, really lovely and unusual. So thank you so much, Alfonso. I am really in love with this plant. This one here is a dendrobium. It's dendrobium microchip. It was giving me some horrors until I mounted it and put it inside here in this little area. And isn't that lovely? They're very small, but look at that. The spots and the stripes. It is just so pretty. I was so happy to see it sending up flowers for me. Very, very pretty. And it really does like being on this piece of cork. Here's another Phalaenopsis, and this is my plant that I got with Lynn when we went to the orchid place when I was up there for Christmas. So it gave me a bloom. Isn't that pretty? So the spike didn't break off, and it is really quite lovely. Very, very pretty. I am so pleased with it. But unlike some others of this type, it doesn't have a scent. Dendrobium Jacqueline Thomas. It's still got some blooms for me. Isn't that lovely? Very pretty. Very, very pretty. It's called Dendrobium Firewings. Isn't that fabulous? Oops. Let me get that so you can really see why it's called fire wings, because of the way the petals are sprayed out like wings on the side. Isn't that wonderful? I love this plant. This is one of my newer ones. Isn't that wonderful? Very pretty. Now, this little one is another type of dendrobium. Its flowers are really tiny and kind of hard to see. Oops. See? There we go. And of course, it is just really sweet. And it gets these multiple flowers. In the middle of everything, we have a little rainbow. It's fading now. Maybe the sun will pop out and you can see it. Just had some rain. I'll show you this dendrobium here. It's a beautiful soft pink. It's finally starting to fade, and it has a very, very faint scent. It is so beautiful. I just fell in love with this thing. And these are my Vandas, and they grow in baskets or pots, or you can just hang them by a wire actually. And how I take care of them is I spray their roots with the hose, and then I'll take a spray bottle with some food in it and spray their roots. And this is Vanda Mimi Palmer. Isn't she beautiful? Oh my goodness. And she has a lovely, lovely scent. So I don't know if it's coming out in this video, but it's like this taupe color with a pale, pale yellow, and then of course the purple lip. And it is just, when I saw a picture of this, I knew I had to have one. It is just beautiful. I love this. These are my other Vandas that are blooming. This one started blooming when I was up in South Carolina, and it is only now starting to fade. I can't believe this thing has been blooming for so long. And not only that, but this is like the third time it's bloomed for me. It's an amazing plant, and it's beautiful. It's a really lovely soft pink with that deeper pink lip. It is just fabulous. I am so pleased with this one. And then we have Vanda Roger Starner. This plant I won during our orchid conference last year, and this is the third time it has bloomed for me in a year, and that's fabulous. Isn't it beautiful? It has really nice big flowers, and they are quite lovely. The patterning on them is gorgeous, just gorgeous. So those are the 3 Vanda plants that I have blooming right now. This is my carnivorous plant. You can see those little pod-looking things hanging off of the leaves. Well, that's where the bugs will climb in there, and they can't get out, and that's how it gets its food. It is, I love this thing. Every now and then I'll look inside one of the pods, and sometimes there'll be a Jack Spaniard in there. So I'm all for this plant. Of course, we've got some aloes. Actually, we've got a lot of aloes. I need to transplant these things because it's gotten massive, and it's taken over this pot. And I can't be too happy because you see it's kind of brownish, but yeah, it's really huge. The Ginger Thomas is doing gloriously. It's attracting all kinds of honeybees and bumblebees and the occasional hummingbird and bananaquit. These are such happy plants. I really, really love this thing. Here we have our sea hibiscus. Now this thing was twice its size, and fluffier too, because Not only did they hack it from the top, but they hacked it off on the sides as well, trying to make it, I think, a square hedge. I don't know how the hell they thought it was a hedge, because it's a tree. That's the whole reason I planted it here. But this is the reason I love this tree. Look at that new leaf. They come out in different colors, and then what they'll do is they'll have some white on them, and they'll turn green when they get big. It's called a variegated sea hibiscus. And lastly, some fabulous pink to end on a happy note. These things are so beautiful. It looks like they're glowing from the inside out. So that's it for today's installment. Later there will be puppies. So I love you guys. Take care. Mwah. So I couldn't resist a bit of silliness. My iPhone can do some amazing stuff. These next couple of pictures that I'll show you are orchids that were blooming but had died before I did the video, so that you'll be able to see them as well. This is called Dancing Fairy. This is the Darwin orchid. Don't ask me how to pronounce its actual name. The petals on this are really thick and like almost meaty. This one is a maxillaria. It's tiny, but it's really quite lovely. This one is another type of vanda. It's a Neostylus leosneri, and it smells like honeysuckle. This is a picture of the pink vanda before it started to fade. It really is quite beautiful.